Hey everybody, this is Easy, and welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Last time, we made it through Amon's Reach, and we've gotten the Spirit of Adun. And we also got our Dark Templar brother
Cloaked
in.
warriors are now available for deployment.
Now here, we get Dark Templars or Avengers.
Vengeance for ire.
I like Avengers for this particular mission, because they can regenerate at the Dark Shrine.
The solar matrix core. Truly an impressive sight. A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Faith Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready.
Now, in the last mission, I forgot what mission actually we're on when I first started
Select
this.
the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch. This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems.
You done talking? Alright, I'll go over this real quick, then I'll explain what I'm doing. In this column right here, we get the deployed pylon, which we used last mission. Chrono Surge, which gives you 1000% production for 20 seconds. And Warp In Reinforcements. You get 2 melee and 2 ranged warriors to any visible location. It's Warp Down pylons, plus you get 4 units. Here is Solar Lance, which I personally think is my favorite. We don't have enough Solarite for it yet. Here is the Temporal Field. It freezes enemy units and structures in time for 20 seconds. Orbital Strike, you've already seen. The rest of them we don't have access to yet. This right here, I upped this because you get 20 starting supply, which equals less pylons, and this is 20% faster construction time. Now, I've done a lot of thinking for this particular mission. I've done this for each campaign so far. For All In on the Terran campaign, I did it on hard mode. For the 6th mission in Heart of the Swarm, I did it on hard mode. This is the mission I'm going to do on hard mode in here.
This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
It just takes too much time to do it on Brutal. I don't want to put forth that much effort to do this.
How will we bring destruction to your world?
The Zelnaga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge, and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I've been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
Now, last mission I was wrong. We didn't just get the Spear of Adun. Actually, that last mission was the mission where we got the Dark Templars and had to kill those. And we had to free those warp prisms so they could warp back, the warp gates or whatever they were. So, yeah. And I did it on casual to get the bonus
Our
objective
forces
later.
have secured the Zelnaga temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the Callus, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kildaren monoliths to protect our lands. I see your Phase-Smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin.
Now, this is a holdout mission, kind of like All-In is. This mission, what makes it hard is just the size of the attack waves and everything. So, yeah, we just need
The sooner
to
the Zenith stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be.
build a defense
The
and
Zerg
go.
will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
I'm going to try to do this mission the same way I would do it on Brutal. Because I have done it on Brutal, like I said, I have the achievement to prove that I've done it on Brutal. If you guys don't believe me, I will show that. But, this is going to be a straight up, we need to hurry and win mission. Because this is actually one of the hardest missions in the entire campaign. I don't like this type of mission. I don't like holdout maps at all. But there's nothing we can really do. I've never done it on hard. I've only done it on brutal and casual. Because obviously I wasn't going to attempt the bonus objective in this on brutal because you'll find out what it is later. Basically, the bonus objective requires you to get
The Zerg gathered for an attack to
additional
the
units
southwest.
to murder.
Ignite your blades, warriors.
State thy bidding.
Yeah, the attacks are just smaller. That's all they are on this. It's not critical. The attacks are just a little bit smaller. So yeah, it's something I could deal with.
There is no solace.
Now, because we have orbital strike and that's a detector, we just zap them as soon as we get 50 and we kill this. Now these Zenith stones will attack us as soon as we start to weaken them. So it's very likely that we will lose some Dark Templar just because of that.
Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith stone. The energies within may become volatile as it is damaged.
Now, there is a natural for you to take right next to the main base. I will take that in a minute. Some people take it right away. I will not, because I need to get some cannons up, because they're bringing more men up this side. And you need to stop it. I said if this was on brutal mode, it'd be a lot harder to do, obviously.
Base is under attack.
Now you have to kill, you have to kill those statues first before you do anything else. You can't win the mission with the statues still there. Doesn't matter if you have 10 billion Zerg on the map.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
Without
Voice of the eclipse.
without those stones dead, you can't do anything. I'm pretty sure on a hard I don't need the natural, but if I do need it, it is there. So it is there in case I do need it. And the first thing that I always do is I rush these stones. There's two detectors here now. So these guys just stay here, and I'll kill this overseer and a baneling involved with it too. Because why not kill the banelings? Because I hate them. You're gonna want a wall, at least 2 deep, but you gotta build it up slowly. I mean, since this is here and I have Dark Templars and I can use them, kill the Ultralisk. Or at least weaken the Ultra, so when it gets up to your main base there. Okay, I lost one just because the Overseer decided to move, which was not a good thing. I'm not going to replace it, actually. I'm trying to distribute these cannons evenly, because they do attack from all sides. And because I weakened up that Ultralisk,
There is no solace in exile.
everything became easier. They're attacking from this side next, so your Stalker needs to stay up, you need to get more cannons up.
Our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuris.
And yet,
You're going
with a
to need to
single
make more of those
hybrid,
monoliths,
Aemon's
these
testing our
things,
resolve.
but you need to do it in a certain time frame. You can't just go in there balls deep and make them.
So shall it be. We obey.
I mean, this right here isn't too bad. I mean, they get in, but it's not too bad. I mean, early stages isn't hard. Once it gets to about 500 or 600 million, that's when things really start to get bad. And I need more probes. I don't have enough resources coming in.
The Zerg approach the temple from the southeastern access way.
Now we do have some cannons up here already, which will help. This is a small attack against like the other one was. I'm not too worried about this one. I'm going to focus on maxing out my probes up here. You don't need all the gas, because the monoliths are the only thing you're getting gas for in this mission if you do it the right way. You're also going to need to protect the back end of your base. Right here. Because they'll hit you with flying units and guardians. That's where you really need the monoliths to come in. Now, this Zenithstone is dead. I hope I didn't block myself
Ready
in.
yourselves, Templar. The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
So I gotta cancel this because I blocked myself in. And you need the DTs to get through. So as soon as they get through, I don't care if they stay on this side forever on the outside. I don't. I only have 5 cannons here. That's not enough. I'm actually making one additional probe to start building more cannons. I'm going to make a monolith. Right here, here, and here. That'll cover this entire side. You're also going to want some shield batteries in there too. I'm also going to start protecting up here because they're going to come and attack up here really soon actually, if not immediately afterwards. Okay, there's now a second Overseer over here. So I can't attack this area just yet either. Till I get 50 again. I'm going to pull one off of here just so I can make these pylons. Because I'm going to need to start attacking up here and defending up here because they will come up here really soon. Alright, you're boxed in, okay. I'm gonna make another probe because that one got boxed in. Make one of these right here. Make a battery here, a battery here. You're going to be rebuilding these. You're going to rebuild in the monoliths, the cannons, everything. I just do what I can as soon as possible so that way I don't get stuck. And this is Ultralisk Central right here. I don't have enough cannons right here, but this should hold. I mean, if they focus on the monolith, they will take it. But that should hold. I mean, yeah, that held, but it did do some significant damage. Which really is all your Stalkers are here right now for, is they're just to stop residual damage.
Iron shall rise anew.
As soon as I can get 50 here, this guy will die. And then we go straight to attack that. As soon as the monolith falls, the DTs can do whatever they want, I don't care. Now this base isn't as defended either. This one should be fine for what we're doing. But if you focus the monolith on the Ultralisks, I shouldn't even lose anything, because the shield batteries will hold up. And I'm going to need some monoliths over here because they're going to attack me with hybrids on this side first. First hybrid you see comes on this side. That actually held up really, really well. So right here, the first thing they're going to do is do Overlord drop. That's nothing. This will hold Overlord drops.
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly. You have not enough minerals.
Now you see that Overload
It is
temple
done.
pop up on the
The
screen.
Zenith stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg.
That Overload is how you end the mission. Because what that Overload does is it just basically just says, okay, it's like the artifact. It's just like the artifact in Wings of Liberty. Now I am fortifying this side pretty steep because this side gets hit pretty tough. Not as bad as some other sides, but it does get hit pretty hard.
Will endure.
Now once these monoliths get up, you can just start adding some extra cannons and you should be fine. This is the exact same tactic you have to use on Brutal. Like I said, I'm just doing it on Hard because I don't really have the time or patience to do it on Brutal right now. And this side may actually fall for the moment just because I don't have the defense up the way it needs to be as of the second. But we should still be able to actually win this because we have those monoliths which should hold. So those shield batteries get up, it'll be healed and things will be better. I have a probe at each side. That probe's not really going to do much. I just need monoliths down here as well. And shield batteries. Once you get those up, you're good to go. This mission is actually very lenient in terms of what you need for... This is actually very lenient for what you need with base defenses. It's not like...
Base is under attack.
I'm actually going to save that. Normally I would just use it there as a troll, but I'm actually going to save that because you never know when you can use it. You never know when you will need that. And on Brutal, they will hit you with Banelings. In this mission, you won't get hit by Banelings. I'm not worried about Baneling busts. I don't... shouldn't say they won't hit you. I'm not worried too much about Banelings. I zap the Ultralist because I can. Yeah, they can hit me with Banelings in a minute, so this wall is about to fall. This wall will fall. I'm already ready for it. I'm building some more of these things. This actually is the... That's actually the biggest threat. My Dark Templars just died.
Base is under attack.
As good as that attack went, that's the hardest part of that. That's the hardest part of that attack right there. Now I am leaving a gap in between, because that gap is where you're going to put extra cannons in. Cannon there, and I can put a cannon there. And the probe was a dumbass and got himself trapped, so I got to move him out. Gotta move you out again like that. He may be trapped in here, but that's not that bad. He can get out of there. Up here, this is holding actually fairly well. Down here, I got the shield batteries up. That's holding pretty well. But since this is damaged, I'm actually going to build another one right here. If my probe is not... Did he just get himself stuck? That's unbelievable, but... My probe just got himself stuck. Can you kill this one, please? Oh no, we didn't get out. Now there's always going to be a gap in between just because of the way the pylons are set up.
The masters can on your shadow world.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Now, yeah, you can focus the hybrid, but the hybrid's not too hard to kill. I mean, the monolith can take it down pretty quick, even if it doesn't. I mean, it's in range of your cannons, so that helps. And look at that damage. They zap it, it melts. But this side here will get hit by guardians. That's your biggest threat on this side. Now, we're actually almost done. This is very, very easy on hard mode. I probably should have done it on brutal, but this is actually very simple on hard mode. I actually have more defenses than you need on hard mode. And he's trapped to... No, he's not. He's not trapped. Okay, good. And at this point, you're just going to want to put extra pylons just to have residual defenses around. Because the final attack, I believe at about 750, or almost a billion, is very, very hard. I know I probably have probes laying around, but at this point I don't really care.
Base is under attack.
I mean, the Ultralisk there, that's why I have the extra monoliths there. For Ultralisk, basically, they're Ultralisk killer. That's the point of them.
Base is under attack.
Now the probe here can always get through because of the gap. Where's the other probe that was in here? Here you are. You can get. You're free to move and rebuild that one. Yeah. Like I said, this is the only mission that I'm doing on
I have never borne witness to so
hard
many
mode.
Zerg.
Just because doing this on brutal, it's just, it wastes time, and I don't want to do that.
Patriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
Base is under attack.
Now at this point, they start sending hybrids at you. Bomb. If you have the laser attack, you'd actually want to use that more because it's a sweeping area attack as opposed to just a single kaboom like that was. Steel kabooms aren't bad, but yeah. Did I do Guardians in Brutal? These are Reavers. The Reavers should fall pretty quick. I'm more worried actually about the ranged hybrids because they do damage faster. The Reavers only do 30. And the Monolith should destroy these things with the cannons. Look at the health just mill. I mean, I may lose a cannon. With the shield battery healing the shield, I should be completely fine with it. I mean, yeah, I lost one cannon out of all of that. The problem is I can't go back and repair it because of the way it's built and everything. I don't know if I can get in there. This side I should be able to get in and go to if I can find my probe that's wandering around on the outside here. Can you get in there and repair these or no? Or is it too far away for you? Or is the gap not there? You can get in there, good. And you can get back out, which is great. Now I see these hybrids. I'm actually just going to kill one hybrid straight up just to... It doesn't kill them straight up, that doesn't even kill them. But it weakens them a little bit, so it's still worth it to do. Now this side is the most heavily fortified, so it should easily stand up to this attack. But I'm being hit by all ends right now. Being hit by all ends right now, so this is going to be kind of tough actually. These are the big attacks you got to worry about. On Brutal, obviously there's more men at you, so it's harder to do. The Guardians take priority because they attack from a longer range and do more damage. The only thing that can hit the Guardians are the Monoliths. And yes, they're putting creep up to my base. As ridiculous as that sounds, they're putting creep up to the base. Once this hits 950, your primary objective is complete and you win. Now for the bonus objective, I've yet to decide if I'm going to actually attempt that on hard. I want to see what hard seems like before I do that. It did more damage than I thought it would, because of the way it hit. Now, the cannons can easily take out the destroyers. The monoliths need to take out the big hybrids, the Reavers, just because of the damage that they can pull off.
The moment moment approaches, warriors. The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
I will hold for as long as I can. 1.5 billion, it's not that much more. It's only a half a billion more, which actually isn't that bad. If you can believe a half a billion isn't that bad. The drop pods, they do get annoying, and the baneling busts do get annoying, so if I need to, if I absolutely need to, I will just end the mission as soon as I hit a billion. If that's the last case scenario, in the event that they break through and they're coming straight for the temple and I can't stop them. Which I may actually need to do, because this is actually getting bigger attacks than I thought they would. But we should be able to hold here. There's really not much of a breather anymore. And that's the scary part, that there's not much of a breather anymore. You do need to make any extra defenses as you can as you go. Because they're going to keep attacking you. This isn't going to stop. So make them behind the monoliths if you need to. Just build cannons everywhere. I'm going to end it as soon as it hits a million, because I don't want to deal with this anymore. As soon as it's a billion, I mean. Just because I don't want to deal with the baneling bus or anything. Because this is actually pretty hard even on hard mode. I mean, I do have the stuff, and their AI is telling them to... The AI will focus solely on the cannons and monoliths first. So I do have a pretty big buff for 40... I have pretty much 40% to go. So that's something that I do need to worry about. This side is actually the easiest to defend. This side is pretty much fallen. As soon as the bait, I will stop and I will get the bonus on casual, because I just can't deal with this. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, ooh, I can handle this, this, and this. But yeah, you just need to keep building your defenses, keep them up. But yeah, we have this mission won. Even if they break all the way through, they're not going to destroy this temple with its 5,000 HP in about 10 seconds. But this is pretty tough. Even on hard mode, I'm surprised the final attack was this bad. But as soon as it's a billion, I'm just going to end it, and then I will do it on casual and hold out for the 1.5. And this ends the mission.
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Nidus works. Berserker poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
Of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala. generation. Choose the mantle of Dark Templar.
Artanis is a badass. Let me beat that mission. Like I said, I will go back on casual and get this objective here. I did that on hard, like I said. I did that once per campaign just because there's one mission that I just don't want to put all the effort into. The final mission of the campaign is harder. Much harder. I'm doing it on brutal. But now that we have pretty much just destroyed the entire planet of Shakuris and the Dark Templar homeworld, what else can we do? What other troubles can we get ourselves into? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void.